sound. The night is holding still. I stand where the light reaches, trying to feel something real. My breath turns into clouds, thoughts drift just like the sky. Nothing hurts, nothing heals, just time passing by. I don't need an answer now, I don't need a sign. I'm just standing quietly, letting the moment decide. The city used to echo with footsteps and names. Now it's wrapped in snowfall like a soft mute frame. Cars pass far in the distance, but they don't reach me here. Even memory feels quieter when the air is this clear. I watch the snow erase every trace of the day. All the noise I carry slowly fades away. I'm not hiding from the world, I'm just letting it rest. When snow covers the sound, I can finally breathe my best. The cold isn't sharp tonight, it just rests on my skin, like the night is asking if I'll let it in. I pull my coat a little closer, feel the weight of calm. Every second moves slower, nothing feels wrong. The silence has a temperature, not warm, not severe, just a gentle kind of stillness that makes things clear. I don't need to fill the space with words I don't believe. This quiet understands me and asks me not to leave. To fear the ends when no one stood near for. Thought being alone meant something was wrong inside. But tonight feels different, like the pressure's gone. I don't know the night or smile, I don't have to be strong. The snow doesn't judge me, the light doesn't ask her. They let me be unfinished without wearing a mask. in the cold air, let it clear my chest. All the tension I carried finally gets to rest. The snow falls like patience, it doesn't rush the ground. Everything feels softer, every distant sound. I count my breath quietly just to feel the pace. The night doesn't push me, it gives me space. I don't need a destination, I don't need a sign. I'm just breathing slowly, one moment at a time.
Stop where the light spills under the pavement, not because I'm tired, just because this feels like a place where nothing is expected of me. The snow falls slowly like it already knows. There's no reason to rush tonight. Cars passed here earlier, now it's just the sound of something settling into silence. I don't feel lonely, I just don't feel pulled in any direction. The streetlight hums softly as if it's been awake all night, watching the same corner over and over. I stay, not waiting, not leaving, just standing under the same streetlight. Snow doesn't ask where I'm going or why I stop. It just keeps falling at its own pace. My breath turns visible, then disappears like thoughts that don't need to be finished. The city feels paused, not
just past my face, but the light feels warm, like it remembers something I don't need to. Snow lands on my coat and melts quietly, no drama, no announcement. I'm not hiding, I'm not searching, I'm just letting the night exist around me. Windows glow faintly in the distance, life's continuing somewhere else without asking me to join. Doesn't come from inside or outside, it's just there between the falling snow and the silent street. Cold air, warm glow, nothing more, nothing missing. I could walk away, but there's no reason to move yet. The street feels honest when it's empty, like it doesn't need to perform. Snow keeps rewriting the ground, erasing footprints before they matter. I stand still, not to remember, not to forget, just to be present in a moment that won't ask me to explain myself. Morning will come eventually, it always does. Until then I'll stay standing still under falling snow. The light stays where it is. It doesn't follow me, and I don't ask it to. I step just far enough to let the glow fade, then stop again. Snow fills the space between here and there, softening the distance. There's comfort in knowing nothing is chasing this moment. light keeps its place, steady, unmoved. And I stay close enough to feel its warmth without needing more.
There's a pause between each step that feels longer than the step itself. The snow absorbs the sound, turning movement into something gentle. I listen to the quiet, not for meaning, just for its shape. My shadow stretches, then breaks apart under uneven light. Nothing dramatic happens, and that feels intentional. The night isn't empty, it's simply not crowded with thoughts. I walk slowly to stay inside the quiet between footsteps.
Corner, find nothing waiting there, no sign, no change in direction, no sudden clarity, just more street, more snow, more space to stand. The city feels honest this way, not offering answers it can't keep. I lean into the stillness like it's something solid. Steadies again. Nothing is waiting, and somehow that makes the night easier to stay in. Snow falls without meaning without purpose, without needing to be noticed. Each flake lands, then disappears, as if that was always enough. I stopped trying to read into things. The night feels better when I don't ask questions. The street doesn't explain itself, it just exists quietly. I watch the snow until it becomes background, and my thoughts do the same. This moment doesn't want interpretation, only presence. Snowfall without meaning, and that's exactly why it works. After midnight, the street changes its tone. Not darker, just slower. Lights hum softly, like they've been on for too long to care. Footprints fade faster now, the snow working quietly to reset everything. I feel distant, but not disconnected. There's space to breathe, to stay. After midnight doesn't ask who I am or where I belong. It lets me be exactly this quiet. Doesn't call out, but it feels familiar, like it recognizes the way I stand. I don't move much, the stillness does most of the work, settling around me, layer by snow gathers on the edges of the street, never in the center, leaving room for things to pass through. I breathe slowly, not to calm myself, but because there's no need to hurry.
above flickers, then holds as if it decided this moment was worth keeping. I don't announce my presence, I don't need to. The stillness already knows my name. There's a moment right before the snow stops, when everything feels balanced. Not quieter, just complete. I notice how the air changes, slightly clear, slightly lighter. Footsteps from far away never arrive, they dissolve into distance. The street remains open, unfinished, as if waiting for nothing in particular. I stay a little longer to let the moment settle the way it wants to. Before the snow stops, before the night shifts, I stand here without marking the time, just letting the silence